Despite the multitude of videos on AcceleRacers by the AcceleRacers community and AcceleRacers content creators, I don't think a specific topic is talked about enough, and that's the Accelerons. More specifically is how the Accelerons, the supposed gods of racing, are somewhat evil and ignorant in my opinion. The Accelerons created the drones, more specifically a sentient artificial intelligence, i.e. Galorum. There are so many ethical, moral, and physical complications in creating an artificial sentient intelligence, as we can see in many other shows like the Terminator series and of course, AcceleRacers. It should be also noted that when you create a sentient AI, what you do to it early off in the process will influence it for the rest of its lifespan, almost like the AI is a child. In the case of AcceleRacers, it seems as though Galorum obviously started to sabotage Acceleron drivers or was cheating to win races, in which, instead of encouraging or teaching Galorum, they cast her out, which made her evil. Keep in mind there could be a couple reasons why they created the drones in the first place, but I'll get to that in part 2 of this video. But basically, it's almost as if the Accelerons had raised Galorum wrong, or didn't raise her right, didn't like it, and then kicked her out for no reason. Seems like the Accelerons are abusive parents to me. Anyhow, aside from creating sentient AI and it becoming evil, there's obviously the whole bigger picture of the racing realms. In contrast to Highway 35, the racing realms are a horror movie. They are more dangerous than any of the drivers can conceive. And the Accelerons, they were fine with creating these deathly realms with potential to kill sentient organism beings. And not only this, but since the realms are made for organic beings, you are technically targeting organic beings in the racing realms, almost like sending organic sentient beings to their deaths. And guess what? The Accelerons are perfectly fine with that, as long as one driver completes all the realms with just their skills. There is literally no concern for the drivers that the Accelerons may have directly or indirectly killed because of the creation of the realms. Now imagine if our drivers didn't have the plot armor of EDRs. Porkchop would be dead. In fact, most of our drivers would be dead in the swamp realm had it not been for Nolo. Scirocco would be dead in the cliffside realm. Vert would be dead in the water realm. Kadeem literally and figuratively died in the storm realm when the drones captured him. The drones created by the Accelerons. The EDRs were the only saving grace for our drivers in most of these instances. Otherwise, we would have seen the whole series we would have only seen 2 realms of the entire series because all of our drivers would be dead. Anyway, aside from basically killing humans, the Accelerons only care about racing. They only care about Vert when he became an AcceleRacer, and only then did they stop Galorum from killing Vert. You're telling me that the racing gods are basically Jean Grey from X-Men, and only after Vert completes all the realms did they think to use their powers to stop Galorum. You're telling me that they didn't even think of stopping Galorum before, within the realms, or even before that, but as soon as they have an AcceleRacer driver, they save him, and not any of the other drivers ever? In the realms? Never? Now let's talk about something else, but something pretty minor in compared to genocide, basically. The fact of the matter is that in order to race the Accelerons and potentially race them, you have to go through what they have identified as the skills of racing. This obviously shows some form of ignorance and pride, as there could be other methods and other ways of racing and such. Aside from all of this, let's look at what the Accelerons have costed. First off, the Accelerons indirectly created and destroyed the Accelerdrome, destroyed countless amount of human cars and drone cars, and basically let Kadeem and Wild get transformed. They are literally playing with people's lives, and all they care about is getting someone from another species to race them. Seems pretty selfish and evil to me. Again, in the second video to this, we'll focus on Galorum's side of the Accelerons. Anyway, what are your thoughts? What do you think? This is part 1, and anyway, thanks for watching.